What's going on, everybody? Ronnie DiMaggio here, product specialist at BMW of Morristown. And in today's video, we have a very special M4 to share with you guys. This is a 2022 M4 Competition Kith Edition. So if you keep up with BMW, you're following BMW on Instagram, keep up with BMW news and whatnot, you know that in 2022, BMW collaborated with New York City-based fashion company and lifestyle brand Kith to create a very limited production of special edition M4s. That is, of course, the M4 Kith Edition. So there are only 150 of these Kith Edition M4s worldwide, and we are lucky enough to have one to share with you guys today. So in this video, we'll talk about the exterior styling, we'll talk about what's under the hood, the interior and stuff like that, like we do in all of our walk around videos, but we're gonna focus on all of that Kith-specific stuff. So all the things that are done to the Kith Edition M4s to make them unique and to make them stand out from regular M4 competition. So we're going to start off under the hood as we always do with M cars, but before we do that, a quick note on how we got this car, why it's here right now. Again, like I said, if you keep up with BMW, you know that this was a 2022 model. This is a 2022 M4. So why do we have it now in 2023 when, you know, we're about to start ordering 2024 model year M4s? So all 150 Kith M4s sold out pretty much immediately when the pre-orders went live a year or so ago. However, BMW hung on to this. This is obviously the one of 150, but BMW of North America hung on to this Kith M4. And after the fact, you know, around a month ago or so, they decided to award this car to us. So we're super lucky to have gotten this one and to be able to share it with you guys. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started with what's under the hood. All right, so under the hood of the 2022 M4 Competition Kith Edition. So this is one of the few places where you're not going to notice or find any changes in the Kith Edition M4 compared to the standard M4 because it is standard M4 Competition xDrive stuff under here. That means S58 twin turbo inline 6, 3 liters, 503 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed automatic, and 4-driven wheels with BMW's M xDrive system, which you can, of course, configure to be rear-wheel drive only if you want to have some fun. So not a ton to mention under the hood of the M4 Kith Edition. Like I said, nothing has changed from a standard M4 Competition. It is based on an M4 Competition xDrive, so you get that all-wheel drive. And this is true of all Kith Edition M4s. You could not get it with a manual or in the base model or anything like that. So that's the powertrain. Obviously, the S58 is incredible in all of the G8X platform cars. So M2, M3, M4, great engine, great powertrain, and all Kith Edition M4s share the same powertrain. But that's under the hood. Let's move on to some of the Kith-specific stuff, starting with the exterior styling in the front. All right, so up front with the Kith Edition M4, let's talk about styling. First thing that you're probably noticing, and obviously this isn't specific to the front end, but this paint. So this is frozen black metallic. This is one of 3 color options that were available on the Kith M4. You had a frozen white, a frozen black, and a frozen gray. Obviously, this is that frozen black metallic, which suits this car really, really nicely. It looks great on any BMW that you find it on, but the Kith M4 wears it particularly well. Other than that, you do have one thing that is Kith specific. You're not going to find this on any other M4. That is this BMW roundel. Fun fact about that, it is the first time that BMW has ever changed their iconic roundel for any special edition collaboration model. So you see we have a standard BMW roundel surrounded by some lettering that says Competition Kith established 2011 to 2021 in partnership with BMW and some M colors in the background as well. So cool to see that the roundel was adjusted for the Kith Edition. Other than that, you'll notice that this car has those carbon fiber air inlets on the lower portion of the bumper. So this car is equipped with the carbon fiber exterior package, so you get carbon inlets, carbon mirrors, and carbon diffuser, as well as spoiler out back, which looks super cool. And of course, you have the really prominent dual kidney grille, as is true of all M3 and M4 models. Obviously controversial when it came out. We've beat that dead horse a couple times on this channel, but we've come around to the big grille on the M3 and the M4. I think it looks awesome, super aggressive. You have the standard LED headlights. So this is an interesting thing about the Kith M4s. I have not seen one on Instagram in pictures or anything that had the laser lights. I believe all of them were equipped with the standard LED lights. Maybe that's a decision that BMW and Kith came to together. They just felt like the standard lights suited the car better. I personally like the laser lights on the M3 and the M4, but the LEDs work just as well. They look fine. They do still have those underlying daytime running lights, which look pretty cool. But no laser lights on the Kith M4, interesting little detail. But otherwise, it is standard M4 stuff up front. So nice looking front end. We have that unique BMW roundel and the really cool carbon fiber exterior package. Let's move around to the side and talk about the styling over there. All right, so along the side of the Kith M4, let's start up front with that front wheel. So the Kith M4 wears 826M wheels in black. This is a standard M4 wheel that you can get in bicolor on normal M4s. In the Kith edition, it is black only with a red caliper. Again, true of all M4s, you have a 275/35/19 up front, 285/30/20 out back, so staggered diameter as well as staggered width on those wheels and tires. Coming along the side of the car, you have the M4 Competition side gill here, carbon fiber wing mirror caps, which look super cool with the carbon fiber trim as opposed to black or body color like you would get on M4s not equipped with the carbon fiber exterior package. This white, by the way, is just some protective shipping tape. That is not part of the Kith edition or anything like that. We decided to leave this car fully wrapped, keep all that protective stuff on it for the buyer because it's such a special car. But you have gloss black down at the bottom paired to the frozen black up on the body, which looks pretty cool. Nice little bit of contrast. Coming down towards the back, you have gloss black window trim, as well as your red caliper and your gloss black 826M wheel out in the back. So, and I'm going to talk about it on the side of the car because it's sort of on the side. We don't have a section dedicated to the roof, but the Kith M4s all have a carbon fiber roof, and some of them have a really cool and really large Kith decal with the M stripes in it. This is one of those cars that has that special decal. We're putting in some shots of it here so you can see what that looks like. Really, really cool looking decal up on the roof of the Kith M4. This was a pretty expensive option on the Kith M4s. It's a $4,700 option if you ordered a Kith M4 or if a dealer ordered a Kith M4 to get that decal. Not all of them have it, but this one does. So cool to see that. But that's the side of the car. Let's move around to the back. All right, so around back with the Kith Edition M4, very first thing that you're going to notice is the badge says Kith rather than M4 Competition, which is really surprising, honestly, to me, that BMW decided to forego the iconic M badge on the back of the M car and instead went with Kith, which is pretty cool. It tells you a lot about how seriously BMW took the collaboration if they are willing to alter the front roundel and eliminate their model badge from the back of the car completely to put the collaboration brands badge on there. That's pretty cool that BMW did that. Otherwise, you have this awesome looking carbon fiber spoiler as part of the carbon fiber exterior pack. You have the carbon fiber rear diffuser as well, which frames your M quad tip exhaust. BMW has been doing the quad tip exhaust on every M car since, let's see, the E39, E46, I believe, were the first set of M cars, M3 and M5, to have that quad tip exhaust that has thankfully carried through all M cars since. I think it looks really cool. You also have the matte black paint. Obviously, that's all over the car, but I think it looks especially nice in the back with the lines of the rear bumper and the rear deck lid. I think frozen black sort of accentuates the car's lines and looks best from the rear angle here. So that'll do it for the exterior styling. There is obviously a couple changes on the outside that make the Kith Edition special. The badge on the back and front, as well as that really, really cool Kith decal on the roof. So it's a couple of small things, subtle things, but just enough to let people know that you're not in just a regular M4. This is a 1 of 150, super rare, super limited, very special M4. Subtle badging, so cool that BMW decided to keep it kind of low-key, sort of subtle with the Kith Edition. No crazy big decals or anything like that. Subtle, just enough to let people know it's not a regular M4 competition, and that, like I said, it's something pretty special. But that'll do it for the exterior. Let's go ahead and hop inside where it's not so subtle with the Kith Edition. There's a lot of really unique stuff on the inside for you and your passengers to enjoy in your 1 of 150 M4, so let's go ahead and hop inside. All right, so inside the Kith Edition M4, first thing you'll notice if you're a frequent viewer of the channel, this isn't our regular angle for interior shots. Usually we'd be showing you the infotainment and stuff like that, but we're gonna skip that as well as the trunk and back seat because we've already gone over that in regular M4 videos. We just wanna keep it to the Kith specific, special edition specific stuff. So let's get started with that. First thing you'll notice is the Kith badge down there in the center console, right below the xDrive controller. Now, on 21 and 22 model year M3 and M4s, that's where you'd see the M3 Competition, M4 Competition badge. They got rid of that badge for 23 and up model years, but being a 22, we still would have had that on a normal M4, but in the Kith, you get the specific Kith Edition, just Kith badge there in that area where the M3 or M4 badge would have been on a standard car. Right above that, you have more Kith-specific stuff, and that is this really cool black merino embossed leather that covers your center console as opposed to just the standard black leather on a regular M4 or M3. So really, really cool to see that Kith-specific, I guess embossed is the right word for it, leather, which looks awesome. And as you look around the interior, you'll notice that you find that leather also on the headrests. So both front and rear headrests have the Kith embossed leather on them to give it a little special touch, which looks really cool. Speaking of headrest, you can take a look at these seats. So all Kith M4s have the awesome carbon fiber bucket seats. Obviously ours are still covered up. You can see the one I'm sitting in is covered. Like I said, keeping all the protection on this car. Very special, very limited car. So we don't want to let the owner have the opportunity to remove that themselves. But the carbon fiber buckets, I can peel the covers back just to show you guys what they look like. Look awesome with that red and blue sort of M color leather on the carbon buckets. I think that's a really cool touch for the Kith Edition. And you also see that color palette continued to the back seat as well. So really cool that BMW took the extra step with Kith, and it makes sense as they're a fashion company. The seats, the leather has been taken a notch up with some special colors and some special embossings. So it looks really, really cool. So with that stuff said, that will pretty much do it for the interior. In summary, the Kith Edition M4s, they get their unique badging and unique leather and color options that you're not going to find on any other M4 competition. And in Kith's favor and BMW's favor, they happen to choose a really, really cool color combo. The M colors obviously go together awesome, and their implementation in this interior is really unique, something you're not going to find on other cars, and it looks really, really cool in the Kith M4. So that'll do it for the interior. Let's go ahead and hop outside and we'll wrap up. All right, so that is going to do it for our walk around and overview with the 2022 BMW M4 Kith Edition. Really hope you guys enjoyed checking out the Kith Edition with us. This is a super, super special M4. You know, not only does it have a lot of unique equipment, badges, paint colors, options, interior equipment, leather, color choices and whatnot, but it's so limited production. Only 150 of these in the world. And if you're somebody that's into fashion or anything like that, you're a fan of Kith, you're a fan of BMW, it's so cool to be able to get the chance to own a car that has been collaborated on by two brands that you really like. And it's really special for both its limited production, its connection to Kith, and its that collaboration aspect, and also for the car itself is really, really cool. Obviously, many people would be perfectly happy with a regular M4 competition, but if you want something special, you want something unique, you want something that your neighbor, somebody down the street, nobody else in your town is going to have, the Kith Edition definitely offers that. So really glad we got to check this car out. Really glad we got to share it with you guys. If you have any questions about the M4 Kith Edition, please let us know down in a comment below, or if you have suggestions for future videos, we always appreciate hearing those. Please drop those down in a comment below as well. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And if you liked the video, please like it. And if you think we deserve it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at BMW of Morristown. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.